Okay, in this video I am going to show you how to start this drawing exercise. You will need your sketchbook. Um, you can pull the pages apart, open up to a clean page. You're going to start with the value scale, and we'll go over the instructions in class that I'm pointing to and what I'm looking for. Okay, so you're going to start either light to dark or dark to light, and you'll see that I am not scribbling. It's more of a circular angled movement with your pencil. Okay, I'm just speeding it up to shorten up this really long video. Okay, you fill in the entire square, and then you're going to move to the next one and press just ever so slightly heavier with your drawing pencil, and a little bit later I'm working on progressively making that darker as I go across. And remember, I'm left-handed, so I worked right to left, and if you're right-handed, just work the opposite way. And again, I'm getting heavier with the pencil and filling in the entire box and working in that circular movement. And I usually keep two pencils, and again, I'm working with a 4B pencil, and it's good to smooth out your pencil before you get started so you get a nice beveled edge. And that last one's going to be as dark. Sometimes I put down like a undercoat of pencil marks, and that helps it just blend all together really nicely. Okay, and then I'm just fine-tuning, cleaning it up, making it look well crafted. This is not smudging, okay? That is the big thing. Try not to smudge. You can do that later, but right now just treat this as an exercise of working with your pencil. So then, as it says in the worksheet, you're going to cut it out. And then you can use a glue stick or Elmer's. I had Elmer's at home, so no big deal. And you're going to glue that into your sketchbook carefully. And that'll be your guide as you work on the next part of the assignment. So you want to break up your page into threes. And how you do that is up to you. And now you're going to draw two shapes, and we're going to turn them into forms. You can follow what's on the shape, the page. You can also just create your own. I also included a horizon line. Okay. Now imagine where a light is on that shape so I can turn it into a form. And spheres are a great way to practice this. Okay. So again, this was a good chunk of my Saturday afternoon, so don't think that this happens pretty quickly. It takes some time to get values onto the page. And I'm just imagining where I see a shadow, and it's good practice to fill in the negative space. And then I drew a cube, imagining the light was coming from behind that cube. So I created a shadow shape there as well. Okay. And the scale on the right, you can always refer to that as where you could put similar types of values into your forms. And then I imagine that shadow is pretty dark near the last level that I have on my scale. And a lot of times I work with a scrap piece of paper under my left hand so it doesn't get as dirty as it would smudged up. Okay, then the last part of that drawing prompt is you're going to create a composition with multiple forms. So you can follow along with what was on that worksheet. You can create your own. How are they going to overlap or stack on top of one another? That is up to you. So I imagine where the light's coming from, that bottom right corner. And I just start filling in the values. Okay, again, we'll work on this on part of Monday, and Tuesday you'll have the whole class period to work on this. In this section, I just want to show you that that's normal speed, and that is not scribbling, not moving fast, but just working with the pencils. I keep a sharpener near me to keep two pencils nice and sharp so they have a good drawing surface. Okay, and I keep that paper underneath my hand to protect it. And I changed up my composition. I wasn't too happy with that cube in the back, so I made it a little taller. But I'm really liking the shadows that I imagine that are behind these forms. So you want to, again, make sure you have like 3 or 4 shapes that you turn into forms in your last third of your drawing assignment. So again, notice that I keep my pencil on an angle, a beveled edge to it, and that's going to get a softer look with the pencil. This little circular motion. And then I come back in, make things darker than I need to. And again, there is no smudging. No smudging.